Cancer, Amanda here. Welcome to Unseen Hands Healing. This is going to be your November shift reading. So for Scorpio season, we're looking at the shape you're shifting out of, the shape you're shifting into, and what that shape shift looks and feels like. So Cancer, as I'm sitting with your energy, the imagery that's coming to me is actually you sitting up high on a hill. It's as if you've been hiking for some time and all of a sudden the vista opens up and you're looking at a field of flowers, which is a bit unexpected because in November, at least here in the Northern Hemisphere, we are in a seasonal transition where spring is and summer are turning into fall and winter and plants are dying, but you find yourself stumbling upon a field of flowers that are all in full bloom. So it's like Cancer, out of nowhere, there's this beautifully flowering field, and it's sort of like it's what you dreamed of and it's what you hope for. And I just saw you sitting down and feeling such relief and just like running your hands over all of the flowers and like feeling the softness and sweetness of the petals. And they were so tiny, all these little flowers. And it was such a tactile experience and such a pleasant experience and an experience of a relief and a release of maybe some like heaviness and sadness. It felt like it was hopeful to have stumbled upon a field of flowers. It's like you didn't think that was possible at this point. And here it is. So that's really beautiful. And it was just this gorgeous, quiet moment with yourself. And it felt really peaceful. So I want to explain the cards to you. I've already pre-pulled for the shift readings this month. I will, when we get into the extended reading, I'll shuffle and we will experience the pulls together. But for now, I've pre-pulled so that I could really sit with this energy. It's a lot coming through for Scorpio season. And I've used the El Goliath Tarot here. And I'm going to show you your shapeshift. So Cancer, the shape you're shifting out of, the Three of Wands, the shape you're shifting into, the King of Swords. I'm seeing this as follows. The shape you're shifting out of, the Three of Wands is actually the really close to the image of sitting up on a hillside and looking out over a vista and like imagining what you want your future to be and imagining what could be next for you. It's a card of creative visioning. And this particular deck calls the Three of Wands the creative bone prism. A bone prism. The bone speaks to me of forming a structure. And then it's like once the structure is formed, that somehow opens a portal or opens a doorway or multiple doorways, some sort of like glimpse into multiple possibilities. It feels very creative. And I keep wanting to say multiplicitous because of all the fractals in this image. It's like with just this little bit of structure of the three, and the three is a very flexible and creative structure. It is strong because of its flexibility and its ability to creatively adapt and evolve and continue to align itself with the new vision. And it's like by formulating or conceiving or dreaming up a structure like that is able to flow and shift and adapt, that opens up doorways to hopeful possibilities for the future. Okay, so that's what that feels like to me. And then the shape you're shifting into is this King of Swords, which is a very direct, clear, maybe logical approach to something. Here we see the owl seeing through the darkness, the mouse it wants to catch, its prey, and then making a very swift strike to get it all at once. Okay, so this is like a very clear-cut approach towards a much more expansive future. Now, there's more. What your shapeshift looks and feels like. We've got the Six of Pentacles over here, the Knight of Swords, and the Three of Cups. It's a fascinating message. The Knight of Swords says the hooded brother. Hooded speaks to me of something being veiled. And that's what I'm getting here. It's like there's this image of hypnosis, a cobra going into the den of the prairie dogs or whatever these little critters are. And you can see their eyes all lit up and they're all just sort of staring at this giant, threatening presence. And it's like they're hypnotized by it. You know? Very easily swayed by its powerful, threatening presence. The Six of Pentacles is a completely different approach to power. This says we can't have one figure being incredibly powerful and everybody else being on a different level, so to speak, in the power dynamic or in a hierarchy. This image speaks to me of being equally yoked, an equal exchange of energy that leads to a more balanced and sturdy, stable, hardy process. So, Cancer, I mean, this is talking to me of visioning different structures for a community moving forward. Maybe this is a specific community that you're a part of. Your family, it could be as intimate as your family or friend group. It could be an organization that you're a part of. It could be as wide as the society that you're a part of. But you seem to be actively visioning something different for the future and imagining a structure that is more reciprocal, more equally yoked, and that is actually has more creativity and longevity in its ability to change, evolve, and adapt. This seems to be what you are wanting to move away from. And here's something interesting. The Three of Cups is looking to me like that community coming together to unite their intentions in harmony and make this happen. It's like, you know, everybody, it's like a coven. This is such a coven type image. And it's like they're all swooping in and holding their hands around this intention and trying to turn the wheel, trying to create a change in the collective, in their community, whatever that is. They are focused very strong on creating a structure that is more like this and less like this. It feels like this energy is actively imagining against this kind of dynamic. Imagining and like using intention to imagine your way out of these dynamics. And it's like you can't do it alone. That's why these threes are here. They talk about community and they talk about being in alignment with others and in harmony with others in a way that makes change happen. And so coming back to the King of Swords, why is this here? I think it's because this particular depiction here is showing an approach to leadership or power dynamics that, or really an approach to anything that is a bit veiled. It's a bit hazy, or, dare I say, manipulative in its way of seizing power, or its way of getting what it wants and getting what it needs. This is a movement away from this kind of energy that comes in and says, I will mystify you with my antics or my power in order to get what I need from you, which is essentially, the cobra does that, mystifies them all so that it can eat them all. This approach is clear, direct, honest. This approach with the King of Swords cuts through any kind of wishy-washiness that is coming through this energy, any kind of veils and things being hidden and mysterious, and says, nope, we're taking a very direct approach. We are being transparent. We are being open. We are being honest. We're communicating very clearly without any kind of mystery, messy illusions or illusions. This comes in and says, nope, we're going to be very direct, very open, very honest, very transparent. And it's like a clean kill. It's a clean kill. And that is somehow very much a part of this different approach to community, or different approach to power structures, or different approach to relationships, however this is applying for you. But this is the gathering of your energies in harmony with others who feel the same way to make this happen, to make this shift. Wow, Cancer. This is so exciting. So I'm going to dive into a deeper look at this monthly shift reading for you. I'm going to go into an extended reading. I'm going to use other decks to see if we can get a little more specific into this energy. So if you'd like to join me, stick around. I'm going to give you a little explanation of how you can view that extended for November. I am so excited to announce that Unseen Hands is expanding. My dear friends and fellow healing artists, Kevin and Kelsey, are joining me to form Unseen Hands, a healing arts collective. We want to deepen your monthly shift experience by adding in astrology and a creative guidebook to help you work through your monthly shift process and inspire you with different perspectives and different kinds of artistic viewpoints on these monthly shifts. So to view your extended shift reading, you can head over to unseenhandscollective.com, where we are offering you an opportunity to explore our new offerings. So head on over there and we will dive deeper into your shift together.